It with the New York Giants. We are going to start Overreaction Tuesday with the Giants. Obviously, guys, the Giants lost last night to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Daniel Jones was very upset with head coach Brian Daboll many times last night. You saw a lot of questionable calls. You saw a lot of frustration. You saw a lot of arguing going back and forth. And we saw it on Hard Knocks, right? Of how Brian Daboll and the general manager was actively trying to replace Daniel Jones. But as of right now, Daniel Jones is starting quarterback. Brian Daboll is the head coach for the New York Giants. So guys, let me ask you this question. Is it an overreaction if I say that Daniel Jones will be on the New York Giants next season and Brian Daboll is out? Brian Daboll has had a turmoil first 4 years in the New York Giants head coach. His first year, right, they went 9-7-1. They ultimately did win a wild card game over the Minnesota Vikings. Next couple seasons, they have had, double-digit losses. 16 losses, if I'm not mistaken. 18 losses. Not doing very, very good. So far this season, they're 2-6 now. One of the worst teams in the NFL. There's always been a little bit of bright points, a little bit of defense, a little bit of offense, a little bit of this, but and overall, he's been a pretty terrible head coach. Obviously, that first season success kind of led them to misbelief, like, hey, we have a decent team. This isn't a rebuild yet. But then we look at Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is 1-15, guys, on primetime games. We talk about Kirk Cousins not showing up for primetime games. Daniel Jones, 1-15. Now, in those times, he usually always puts up decent stats. 18 for 25, 230 yards, might score a touchdown, might not, but never really has that glimmer, shock me, look at these stats, right? But he always has that costly back-breaking turnover, and it kills the team over and over again. So when we think about this, Daniel Jones did sign a pretty team-friendly deal, to be honest. The Giants are out of the Daniel Jones deal this season if they don't want to, extend that contract. Brian Daboll is on the last year of his contract as well. Actually, I think he has 2 years left. I'm mistaken. So, guys, is it an overreaction if I were to say that Brian Daboll is out and Daniel Jones is staying with the New York Football Giants next season? Guys, this is something that you need to really look into. I understand Brian Daboll has made some very questionable calls, right? The whole swinging gate last night on the 2-point conversion, stupid call. Very, very stupid call. Why are you doing that? I don't know, right? And then some more questionable calls, whatever, yada. But Daniel Jones, strip sack, throwing costly interceptions. At some point, you cannot blame it on the coaching anymore. At some point, you'd be like, you know what, Daniel Jones, maybe, just maybe, you just suck. Maybe, just maybe, Daniel Jones is not the guy. 6 years in the NFL now, and you've won one playoff game? No MVPs, no this or this. Guys, Daniel Jones is out next season. Brian Daboll is out next season. Schoen is out next season. There is going to be such a major shakeup in the New York Giants football organization. We're not even know one name on there. Hell, they might bring in Tom Coughlin back in from 15 years ago. Rosy red cheeks, win us the game, please. Guys, this is an overreaction. Daniel Jones will not be on the team next season. Daniel Jones is going to go somewhere, Dallas Cowboys, and probably have a great career for Dallas. Let's just be honest. But he is going to go somewhere, and he is going to be a backup, and he is just going to do his thing. And 10 years from now, starting quarterback, I don't know, is going to go down, insert Daniel Jones. Like, man, he's still in the league. But he's not going to be in a New York Giants uniform. Brian Daboll, going to be fired. He's going to go back, be an offensive coordinator somewhere. Or a coordinator in general. He is not going to be a head coach. He was never a very good head coach. Unfortunately, Giants fans, You guys are in misery for a long, long time. Hopefully you can nail this draft. Get a quarterback, get some defense coaching staff, a decent coaching staff, I should say, and exploit Malik Neighbors all you can. But Daniel Jones is out. Brian Daboll is out. What do you guys think? John says they're both out. John says they are both out. Plain Shark says they're both will be out. Plain Sharks also says Mac Jones only lasted one season with New England, the Patriots, until they traded him. So the issue with Mac Jones goes beyond, I think, just him not playing well, because he went to the playoffs his second year. So I'm not for or his first year. So I'm not for sure. But James Frank says, my boy went live sitting on the toilet, sick as hell, saying the Giants continue to make his stomach upset. And he's always hurt after watching them. Jeez. Touchdown, Tommy DeVito, put him in. He's on the practice squad, isn't he, right now? Plain Clark says Jones got overpaid. I mean, he definitely has not lived up to the expectations. That is for sure. Never. And WBS says Jones was never the guy in New York. He's been straight trash. And honestly, yeah. He has 1-15 on primetime games. He does have a playoff win. But it is. Benny Trigman says no other team in the NFL would want Daniel Jones as their starting quarterback. You are correct. But you need a great backup quarterback. There's a reason why the team like the Kansas City Chiefs picked up Carson Wentz. There's a team like the New York Jets picked up Tyrod Taylor, right? There is a reason why the Browns picked up Jameis. You need a great backup quarterback, because at one point your quarterback is going to go down, whether it be a quarter, whether it be a game, whether it be 2 games. You need a good stop-gap fill guy. And I think Daniel Jones could be that Gardner Minshew type of guy, Ryan Fitzpatrick, right? Be great for 2-3 games and then come back right there on the bench, right? So he won't be a starting quarterback, but he will be a backup. James Frank says they gave him the name Danny Dimes too quick. Yep. Yep. James says both out. Bye. Kevin Cummings says it's Danny EBT card now. I like it. EBT card. My boy AR is on his way out too. I really had faith in him. Yeah. We'll be talking about AR again today. We talked about him yesterday. Danny Tigman says, agree. Backup quarterbacks are very valuable. Very, very valuable. Very valuable. So guys, it's Daniel Jones out. Is that overreaction or underreaction? Overreaction, underreaction.